Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the video for Digimon Story Time Stranger. My name is Ventus. Alright, so in this Digimon Story Time Stranger video, I'm going to give you my complete guide for GALLANTMON in Crimson mode. GALLANTMON has a few different versions, all of which I'm going to slightly cover in this video, but since Crimson mode is my favorite version of GALLANTMON, I'll primarily be talking about him when it comes to skills, equipment, and teams. Now, if you like Digimon Story Time Stranger videos like this one, please be sure to sub to the channel with all notifications on so you don't miss my next video. Thanks. Alright, so to get GALLANTMON in any version of the Digimon, you first need to get GALLANTMON, the red dinosaur from Digimon Tamers. Now, the best way that I know how to do that is to start from the bottom with Koromon. So to do that, head to Shinjuku Underground Waterway North Block 8 years ago and start farming Chumon. The reason for this is that every Chumon encounter has a Betamon in it. Betamon is the target here because Betamon can D-Digivolve down to Koromon. So once you get a 200% scan Betamon, use D-Digivolution and bring him down to Koromon, and from there, protect that Koromon and put it on your main fighting team so that it can start getting its bond percentage up while you farm for fodder in the area that you're going to feed into Koromon so he can become a strong Guilmon, the foundation for all GALLANTMON. Now, I'd say a good level to get Koromon would be level 25. Once there, Digivolve Koromon up to Guilmon, and again, get that Guilmon to at least level 25, maybe 20, and make sure all of his blue cumulative stats are in the hundreds. The higher the better, so you don't have to waste as much time later on to raise your GALLANTMON stats in the Digifarm. Once you get to Guilmon, farm him up a bit, and then Digivolve him to Growlmon. Farm fodder for Growlmon until all of his blue cumulative stats are in the 300s, and then Digivolve him to War Growlmon. Now, if you want to spend less time upgrading GALLANTMON stats with the next evolution to Mega, farm War Growlmon up. I'd suggest making his blue cumulative stats all 500 or better in every single category. And just in case there's still somebody out there who doesn't know how to get blue cumulative stats on your Digimon, just feed it fodder, and the more fodder you feed it, the more those blue cumulative stats will go up. And a percentage of those blue cumulative stats will carry over to your Digimon when you Digivolve them up or Digivolve them down, so the higher those blue cumulative stats, the better it is for your next evolution of Digimon. Now, when you do get to War Growlmon, you can Digivolve him from there to every different version of GALLANTMON. To get to normal GALLANTMON, the Digivolution before Crimson mode, you need Agent Rank 7 or higher, 1800 attack, and 2240 SP. This version of GALLANTMON gets the skills Lightning Joust and Shield of the Just. Lightning Joust is a light physical attack at power 90. It removes stat debuffs and does increased damage to targets with Immortal trait. Shield of Just is a light physical attack at power 90, and it does increased damage to virus types. It also does increased damage to targets with unknown trait. The attachment skills he gets are Attack Field, Magic Field, Crush Blade 3, and Status Barrier. For equipment, you might want to give him Dark Guard and Wind Guard, or the God of Speed's boots to protect against his weaknesses of Wind and Dark. To get the Chaos GALLANTMON, a dark version of GALLANTMON, you'll need Agent Rank 7 or better and a War Growlmon with 1870 attack and 1430 intelligence. For skills, Chaos GALLANTMON gets Demonic Disaster, a dark physical attack at power 30 that does 3 hits and removes status debuffs. It does increased damage to targets with Holy trait. Chaos GALLANTMON's second skill is Judeka Prison. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a dark magic attack at power 90. It does increased damage to vaccine types and targets with the Night trait. For attachment skills, Chaos GALLANTMON learns Guard Break, Mental Break, Thruster Metal 3, and Curse Barrier. There is another version of GALLANTMON before GALLANTMON Crimson mode, and that is Medieval GALLANTMON. To get him, you need to first Digivolve to Chaos GALLANTMON and then D-Digivolve to Mistymon, and from Mistymon you can Digivolve to Medieval GALLANTMON. Medieval GALLANTMON gets the special skills Rage of the Wyvern, a fire magic attack at power 95 that does increased damage to targets with magic trait, and also Final Crest, a wind magic attack at power 90 that does increased damage to targets that haven't acted yet in the round. It also does extra damage to targets with the magic trait. For attachment skills, Medieval GALLANTMON learns Speed Field, Sonic Shot 3, Magic Field, and Burst Flame 3. This version of Gallantmon is weak to ice and lightning, so give him Ice Guard and maybe an Electric Guard. Now, finally, to get to Gallantmon Crimson mode, you'll need Agent rank 8 or better and have a normal Gallantmon with 2,810 attack and 3,170 intelligence. Crimson mode Gallantmon comes with the special skills Quo Vadis, a light physical attack at power 70. It always hits and does increased damage to targets with machine trait. His other skill is Invincible Sword. It's a light physical attack at power 100 and it also always hits, as well as recovers 10% of Gallantmon's HP. It does increased damage to targets with Ancient trait. For attachment skills, Crimson mode Gallantmon learns Acceleration Boost, Critical Field, Vulcan Palm 3, and Thruster Metal 3. He's weak to Dark and Water, so give him Dark Guard or Aqua Guard for equipment, and also something that increases his crit rate like the Sky God's Thunderbolt or the Smithing God's Hammer. And since he is a virus type, he will take extra damage from vaccine types, but he will do extra damage to data types. Now, if you wanted to change his attachment skills, I'd personally swap out his 2 support skills of Acceleration Boost and Spell Boost and give those to your support type or your debuffer, and instead give him a light magic attack like Shine Burst 3 and a lightning magic attack like Shock Plasma 3. This is to take full advantage of Agiomon's Digivolution skills that provide weaknesses to light and lightning based attacks. For personality skill, I'd go for a crit build, so Strategic Order in the Daring Box of Valor, which boosts his crit rate by 5%, or Haymaker in the Enlightened Box of Wisdom, which will boost his crit damage by 20%. Or you can get increased heals with Vitality Theft, which will activate every time you use his skill Invincible Sword, and double the HP return by 10%, so that Invincible Sword gives him back 20% of his HP every time instead of just the regular 10%. When it comes to what stats to focus on him, I'd beef up his attack, defense, and intelligence so he can deal the most damage as possible and not take that much damage. For a team, I'd probably give him Plutomon as his debuffer and Mastamon as a healer, and for her skill called Holy Desire, an attack that reduces light resistance, and also give that Mastamon the personality skill called Great Embrace. If you have the personality skill combo magic on Gallantmon, Great Embrace triggers the second attack pretty much every single time. Just watch this.
I break your luck.